Alrighty, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour through my website, which is called Social Politicians. So as I explained in my project proposal, the goal of this website is to provide users with a single space where all of the social media actions of every single major presidential candidate lives. So rather than having to go through someone's, look at Hillary Clinton's Twitter account and then look at Jeb Bush's Facebook and then Donald Trump's Instagram, it is all here in one place, allowing users to remain up to date on everyone's post. There are several different situations where this is extremely beneficial, where it would have been beneficial to have, when Bernie Sanders live tweeted the Republican debate, or when Jeb Bush and Hillary Clinton had a Twitter battle over public university funding. Would have been very exciting to have this website. So I do think that there's an intrinsic use value to my website. So basically, the target audience is basically every American who plans on voting, or basically anyone in the world who wants to learn more about American politics, social media, and campaigning. So basically, this website will allow users to engage more fully in understanding the beliefs and the platforms and the personality of every candidate. Many Americans don't want to read 1,000-word editorials and essays about each candidate. Rather, they just get a sense of who the candidate is by looking at their social media account. And by putting it all in one place, it gives people a better sense of creating an informed opinion on each candidate. So here's my homepage. It says the name of my website, Social Politicians, providing up-to-date social media posts, like I said. And I think now we are ready to start browsing. So here you scroll over into the Democrats, you scroll over to the Republicans. For now, we'll start with the Democrats. So you click on that. Here's the Social Democrats title playing off of the Social Politicians name. And here you can see, you click here to go to Republicans, here to go back to the homepage that we were just at, and Democrats, which is where we are right now. So let's start with Hillary Clinton. So here on the Hillary Clinton page, you got a picture of her. You've got a little bit of a brief synopsis about previous work she's done, where she's from, and any major details about her life. Here's her Twitter account, and it also includes any retweets she has. And as you can see, there's multimedia. Here's her not supporting Donald Trump. And you can scroll through this, and this is her Twitter feed that is automatically updating. So as you can see, this most recent tweet about Muslim Americans happened 20 seconds ago. Okay, so now we can go through her Facebook. Here she shared this 16 minutes ago. This is her Facebook account. And then here we have her Instagram. If you click any of these links, it'll outsource you to a separate website, but you can easily hit the backspace to go back to the website that we are on right now. And with this, you can click here to share on Facebook or Twitter. And that is the Hillary Clinton page, and as you'll see very shortly, pretty much every page is exactly like this. So here, let's go to Martin O'Malley, picture, brief description, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Bernie Sanders, same deal, information, picture, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Alright, so now that we're done with the Democrats, let's go back to the Republicans. And as you can see, there's a separate background for this. This is going to be a red background to imply the party logo or the party color of the Republicans, which is red, and we saw on the Democrats that it was blue. So Jeb Bush, same thing. Going to just keep scrolling you through all of these while I talk more about my website. So basically, with this website, you can see that it's very intuitive, very user friendly on how to get around. Where you can see basically, like I said, all of the most recent social media updates from Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I had intended on having specific CSS to each specific candidate, but to ensure that my website kept its minimalist design and its simplicity, which I believe is its major attribute, I decided to have not specific CSS for each candidate, but instead just have the red background for Republicans and the blue background for Democrats. And that was, like I said, for simplicity's sake. So now we're just keep scrolling through. It's Carly Fiorina. Mike Huckabee, John Kasich. And as you can see, all of these pages look exactly the same. Rand Paul. And another important thing about this website was I wanted to ensure that there weren't any of my own personal biases about the candidates, so that users could decide for their own what they think about each person's social media account and, vis-a-vis their campaign and their platform. Here you go, Marco Rubio, and finally, here's Donald Trump. Okay, so that basically explains to you my website. Alrighty, so really quickly, I just wanted to explain to you deviations that I had from the beginning that ended up different with my final project. So like I said, I wanted the CSS specific to each candidate. I went against that because I wanted simplicity and continuity throughout the website for that minimalist design. Also, I planned on having a page for Scott Walker, for Bobby Jindal, but because they dropped out, there was no need for any of that. Other than that, on the front page, I had planned on having some information about why social media was so important for this election, and for the sake of minimalist design and for not having any bias at all on the website, I decided to go against that. Also, in terms of life beyond the course, I think that this website does have value, and I think that until the elections happen, there will be a use for this website. So, I might send it to some of my Duke professors that are interested in politics, or just send it to friends and maybe see if I can get it going and somehow make it popular. If I had more time, if I had more skills, there are things that I could have done to make the CSS a little bit more complicated, make the design a little bit, more extravagant. But like I said, I wanted to go with that minimalism. I wanted to go with the simplicity so that it's user-friendly and easy to use. So that is my website, Social Politicians.